Every second, your body is quietly rewriting the instructions that keep you alive. Sometimes it makes a mistake, and that mistake never gets erased. This is aging. It is not one thing breaking. It is thousands of tiny failures adding up. Around 100,000 people die of age-related causes every single day. Cancer, heart disease, dementia, nearly all of it traces back to one thing. So here is the question scientists now dare to ask out loud. Is aging a law of nature or a disease we can treat? Because some creatures on Earth barely age at all. And what they hide inside their cells may change everything. First, forget the word old. For most of history, humans didn't age. We simply died young. In 1900, the average human life expectancy was just 32 years. Infection, injury, childbirth, few lived long enough to grow truly old. Then sanitation, vaccines, and antibiotics rewrote the human timeline. Suddenly, millions lived into their 70s and beyond, and they aged. In the 1880s, Weismann proposed that aging existed for the good of the species. Old individuals, he argued, must die to free up resources for the young. It was elegant, it was influential, and it turned out to be wrong. Aging is not a plan, it is a side effect. Evolution never designed us to last, it designed us to reproduce. After that, natural selection simply stops paying attention. So what actually breaks down inside you? In 1961, Hayflick discovered that human cells cannot divide forever. Most cells stop dividing after roughly 50 splits, then quietly retire. This ceiling became known as the Hayflick limit. The clock counting those divisions sits at the tips of your chromosomes. Telomeres are protective caps on your DNA. Every division shortens them a little. When telomeres wear too thin, the cell can no longer safely copy itself. Blackburn's lab discovered an enzyme that rebuilds telomeres, called telomerase. For that work, she won the Nobel Prize in 2009. But telomerase is a double-edged sword. Cancer cells use it to become immortal. Telomeres are only one part of the story. Inside every cell, tiny power plants called mitochondria slowly leak damage. Mitochondria generate your energy. They also produce corrosive waste that damages DNA. Over decades, this damage accumulates faster than your body can repair it. Meanwhile, worn-out cells refuse to die. They linger. They poison their neighbors. Scientists call these zombie cells. Senescent cells stop dividing, but keep pumping out inflammatory signals. That slow inflammation drives arthritis, stiffened arteries, and failing tissue. In 1993, Kenyon changed a single gene in a tiny worm. That one mutation doubled the worm's lifespan, and it stayed healthy. Suddenly, aging looked less like fate and more like a dial. A dial that genes, and maybe drugs, could turn. The hunt for that dial was on. Researchers found drugs that clear zombie cells, called senolytics. In mice, these compounds restored strength and extended healthy life. Rapamycin, a drug from soil bacteria, extends life in mice. It calms an overactive growth pathway. Rapamycin extended mouse lifespan by up to 25%. And then came the most astonishing experiment of all. Aging is not a one-way street. It can be partly reversed. In 2020, David Sinclair's lab reset old cells in mouse eyes. Blind, aged mice regained their sight. The cells had been made young again. So can we actually stop aging? Not yet, and no proven pill, cream, or supplement reverses it in humans. But the goal has quietly shifted from lifespan to health span. Health span means the years you live free of disease, not just living longer, but living well. And the boring advice still wins: sleep, movement, and real food. Research suggests exercise helps clear senescent cells and supports mitochondrial health for free. Aging may be the deepest problem biology has ever faced. Next time you find a gray hair, remember what it really is: not decay, a record of every cell that kept you alive this long.